Well, I wanted to do my vlog today in Ripon Spa, but I can't seem to find Ripon Spa. I have gone too far because I have crossed over Borage Bridge, which is the one that the 36 comes in, and so I've missed it. It must be now up there somewhere, and I can't see any more crossings, so I'm going to have to walk back. Won't have a lot of time, I'm afraid, because I need to get back so that I can get to the allotment. So let me just briefly do my weekly video blog as we're sitting here on the banks of the Skell, the River Skell, S-K-E-L-L. Do you know, I've been a bit of a fearful fool, I suppose, over the last sort of 5 years maybe. I feel like I have all the tools that I need, all the help that I could ever want, and have tried out most of the methods that will get me from where I am to where I want to be. I know this sounds a bit like the 5-year plan all over again. God only knows where he's running to down there. But anyway, my life is constantly about evaluating and sort of, I suppose, getting better, but getting closer to where I want to be. That's not a new concept, nor a concept that was founded by the 5-year plan. It's just that the 5-year plan happened to be a load of things that I put together and put a timeline on, and then didn't bother with really until it was too late. So there are two things that I think have been stopping me from sort of reaching this potential. The first one is just sheer laziness. You know, I'm too tired too often, and some of that is self-inflicted, and some of that is probably because of my size. Again, they're things that I can rectify, I just don't bother doing them. You know, depression does come into it, but not as much as it did. I think the other issue is the anxiety, and that is a big issue. That has its root, sort of cause or base, I suppose, in fear, and that, you know, 2003, 2004, the things that happened to me in those years, sort of physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, you know, those were the two transformative years that stopped me, I think, in my tracks. So where do we go from here? Well, we know what we have to do, it's just a matter of trying to do it. And that's really about as close as I can get to explaining to you sort of, not the revelations, but the changes and the thoughts and the sort of the way forward, I suppose. Anyway, that was a quick blog, probably meant absolutely nothing to most people, which is fine by me. We will finish with the birthdays, and you know, now that things are getting brighter and later, who knows where our next blog will come from. What we do know is we will be on holiday, on our vernal holidays by then, because they start at the end of this week. All that lies between me and the me and my holidays are stocktake and a big visit. So let's get on with the birthdays. We don't have many this week, although I have to say I am celebrating Cohen's first birthday this week at his birthday party, but his birthday isn't in fact until next week. Not as in not next week, but the week after, if that makes sense. About 2 weeks from now, about the same as mine. We have Julie Hula and Stacey Cauldron, who are celebrating their birthday this week, as well as my friend Greta, who is celebrating her birthday tomorrow, I believe. Should have been today, but because February had 29 days this year rather than 28, she's had to wait today, and it's been terrible. So terrible, I hear, that she's actually had her birthday celebration today because she couldn't wait. I mean, that's Greta all over for you, isn't it? All over. Anyway, I wish all of those people a very happy birthday. I hope they eat lots of cake, including Greta, and have many happy returns. And I'll see you all next week when I am on my vernal holidays.